mindfulness can be a self-nurturing activity for navigating loss. Another assisting strategy is see for yourself, for you to acknowledge, assess, assist. And see for yourself it's an acronym. See is actually an acronym, and it's not spelled correctly either. There's 3 E's in it. Okay, so it involves maintaining good daily habits, which is something that is important, but we often may take for granted. But by maintaining good daily habits, it's excellent for your well-being. For example, eating, maintaining a good diet. And you may get into, because of distressing emotions, it may lead you into eating fast foods all the time and not bothering to make a salad, for instance. But it's more beneficial to eat healthy foods for your mental and physical well-being. Also looking at exercise. In the image here, it says, best time to go walking is often when you don't feel like it. It may seem easier to lie on the couch, easier to wallow, but that little push of getting out there for a walk can do a lot of benefit for you. So you might want to look at what exercises you like to do and partaking in movement and doing it on a daily basis, frequently. If you exercised 2 weeks ago, that's not going to have the same benefit of exercise daily. The same with sleep. Many people have difficulty with sleep, but by getting rest and sleep, that also is beneficial for your well-being. So let's assess, are you sleep deprived? Here's some questions for you to answer. To acknowledge, assess, assist, let's assess. Is your mood affected due to loss of sleep? Is your physical energy affected due to loss of sleep? Is the loss of sleep related to being awakened by a family member you are caregiving? Is the loss of sleep related to a fretful mind full of thoughts, that mind chatter that just will not turn off? And the last one is, what could assist to lull you to sleep better? I like the word lull because it has the assumption that you are at the helm, that you are taking control, and that, when you get up in the middle of the night, let's say, that might not be the best time to start working on your finances, especially if the finances aren't that great, because that's not going to put you in a state of rest or put you back to sleep. So you do have choice in how you handle these situations like being sleep deprived. And the third E is enjoyment. Enjoyment is a coping strategy. It's an incredible energizer to the human spirit. I was facilitating a support group for family caregivers. And one of the caregivers was upset because her mother had just moved into a retirement residence, and she was upset because her mother wanted to go home and was very unhappy. So when she came home, she was greeted by her dog and started playing and enjoying playing with the dog, but felt guilty because her mother was so upset. What right did she have to the experiencing enjoyment? But I think you might be happy to hear that enjoyment counters grief. It is important to have enjoyment in your life, and frequently, daily, whether it just be a phone call with a close friend that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be, going for a weekend vacation. So enjoyment counters grief. That's good news. And my book, Keeping It Together, has a number of exercises in it for family caregivers to help them cope. And one of them is getting in touch with enjoyable activities. And so maybe we can do this exercise together now. I'm going to read it out to you. Here's an opportunity to assist yourself using Acknowledge, Assess, Assist by assessing and enjoying your enjoyable activities and staying in tune with yourself. It may initially be challenging to come up with activities when you've been a caregiver that focuses on the enjoyment for other people and not really paying attention to what you enjoy. Or also, in navigating loss, you may feel like you don't enjoy anything. So I think you've got to kind of go back to when you're feeling, what small thing would you enjoy? So it can be challenging. It may have been a while since you allowed yourself to enjoy. And the enjoyment has to be genuine enjoyment. If you find this exercise challenging, start with giving yourself permission, the intention to experience enjoyable activities. Be patient. Take your time with the exercise. It may help to do it with a family member and a friend or a counselor. So here is the exercise. List 2 or more enjoyable activities you could include as part of your day. Each activity can take between 1 and 15 minutes. Each day can include different activities. Here's some suggestions. Listening to your favorite song, sitting in quiet meditation or contemplation, calling a close family member or friend, doing some yoga or exercise that you enjoy, journaling if you enjoy journaling or other activity you enjoy doing. The key is genuine enjoyment. So what do you truly enjoy doing? And you might write that question down if it's difficult now, and actually practice it or come up with something yourself, just writing it, listing activities that you enjoy doing. If it's calling a friend, be specific with the friend or family member. Who is it? Is it your daughter? Is it your mother? Is it your sister? Or is it a friend? Is it a grandparent? Okay, the next exercise is to consider taking at least 2 hours for an enjoyable break from caregiving, asking someone else to step into the caregiving. So what do you like to do? Now, this one may be quite limited, unfortunately, due to COVID, but you may think of something like going online and playing a game with a friend or a family member. That's one suggestion for you. Or you may think of something yourself. But the key is to enjoy, to do activities that you enjoy, or do things that make you laugh, because a hearty belly laugh is very healthy physiologically and mentally. So that's enjoyment, an enjoyment assisting strategy for your 3A coping framework. So self-nurturing is empowering. And that concludes this session. So using kindness and compassion, using the 3A coping framework to self-nurture yourself and get empowered. Acknowledge, assess, assist. Self-monitor with self-awareness. Allow it. Thank you.